welcome to another video. Just a quick look today on the icom 9700. New to the shack. I've had it a week, so yeah, just a quick look round. Just have a quick look at the front panel and we'll look at the rear panel later. I must admit I was going to do the rear panel first, but it's raining outside, so I'll just get that off the computer. Let's get a pointer and we'll go through the front panel. Yeah, top button here, obviously it's lit up, is the power button. The next button down is the transmit button, and the third one is your call and your DV mode. So if I change this, I press the DV. As you can see, this has been programmed, all the repeaters, all the D-star functions, it's been programmed for me by John M0CSN. So yeah, that's a DV button. Yeah. Your Vox and braking for CW. Top button. So this is for main and sub, but this is the volume for the main. Oh God! As you can tell, I'm not scripted as normal. So your main VFO. Press the bottom button. You've got your lower VFO, which I've got just on a local repeat at the moment. So yeah, let's just get rid of this scope a minute. So yeah, you got main and sub. So if you press that, it goes away. Or you can change to the top. So main and sub. The MS on the side here. So it's AF and squelch control, RF gain control. As we go down, PTT and attenuator, which is self-explanatory. Attenuate the signal or boost it up. Got a preamp on there. There's the attenuator. Preamp back on. Let's just go back on the main one. Just listen to the local guys actually. Your notch filter, noise blanker. The next one here is your noise blanket. This only works when you're on SSB. So if you try and put it on FM now, it won't work. But your noise reduction does work, as you can see it flashing on the screen now. So that's your noise reduction. Your sub VFO, AF, RF gain and squelch. And then we go down to the bottom menu. Your menus, well, we'll go into that last actually. So you've got your function key, your scope key, your quick memories, and obviously exit out whatever. Go on, we'll have a quick bash at the memories. So yeah, it's just, if you've got an icom 7300, it's exactly the same. The only thing that's different is a satellite, which is here. So you've got scope, you've got audio scope, back into menu, so you've got your scope, back into menu, your voice, so you can set your voice up, you know, calling CQ, you can set up your macros for RITI or CW. This button here is your meters from the front panel, so you can see your signal, your LC, your compression, your SWR, what voltage you're using, the temperature, and the voltage out. And so that's that. Let's have a quick look here. Satellites, this is the only thing that's different from the 7300. Obviously you've got a satellite button. I'm not on any satellites, but let's turn the volume down. So you've got your main and you can go normal or reverse, so you can reverse. I've not been into satellites, but it's something I'm interested in to get into. So this is a great satellite operational piece of kit. Going back years ago, I had the 847, which was capable of doing satellites. That's the ASU 847. The other radio I had was the TS2000, but we're talking about 80s now, 90s equipment. So this is far better. The only one that was on par with this, which is now took over, is the it was the icom 9010H, yeah, 910H, but this is a far superior piece of equipment. So you've got your memory pad, you've got scan, I think that's quick options. Yeah, yes, whatever. Say you want to put a particular frequency, you can put a particular frequency in. Let's get on the records. That's calls to cues, etc., etc. And your normal thing, you know, setting up your time, your SD cards, and other things. Let's go back to the top. Tone control function, my station. Put your call sign in. You know, when you turn the radio on, it'll put your call sign in. Let's get out of the satellites actually. Oh, it's still in it. So what have I done there? No, not delete all. Exit. That's it. Right, we're back out. So where was we? So yeah, this is the same, but the only difference is from a 7300. You've got a second. Lots of memories. Well, menus. So you've got your DV, your memories, all your controls, your CS. I'm not too sure what that is actually. DV, DV app, DVG. I think that's sending. I think that's sending data, but you can also send pictures from the 9700. You've got the GPS. You can put an external GPS in it, so you can get local repeaters and people can see where you are. But on this, like I said, John there, M0CSN's done it. He's actually put my coordinates in, so if I'm searching on DV mode, I can get my local repeaters, DTMF, reset, and back to this set time, blah 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 blah. So as we go across here, you've got the multifunction button. So you got your RF gain, your mic, monitor, whatever mode you're on. If you're on CW or sideband, this may change. So say, let's go to CW for instance. CW, multifunction. Hold it in for a second. No, quick touch. So you got your CW pitch, your key speed, and obviously the RF power again. So let's go out of that. Go back to FM. As you're going down, this is for checking the XFC button. Say you was working split on sideband, or you're on a local repeater and you want to listen to the input on the local repeater. It takes the squelch. Hang on, I'll put the volume back up. It takes the squelch off, but it actually goes. If I was on a repeater now, that'd go to an input of the local repeater. But like I said, if you're on sideband and you're trying to work somebody and you press this, you go to the input. So if someone's 5 up, you're transmitting 5 up, and you want to listen what they're saying down. Obviously, they're working split anyhow. You can actually, it'll jump backwards and forwards, but it's more for repeater work. This for listening to the input, but it will do it if you just add one VFO and he's working split and he's just listening to a certain thing. Say, sorry, I'll rephrase what I said because it doesn't make sense. You're transmitting up, but you're listening down to where the station's calling on an SSB. You can actually press that and you'll listen up where you're transmitting, but you can hear the other stations, so you can judge the gaps on SSB. So anyway, long story for that one, but there you go. The TX and RX light, this one's quite interesting as well. Just before the auto tune, I pressed the AFC button and I rung my pal up, John, and I said, I was listening to 144725. I said, this radio's drifting, it's going off frequency. And what the AFC does, I didn't realise. One of the guys was transmitting on 725 and was off frequency by 8 kilohertz, and the radio was changing when he was transmitting. Somebody else was transmitting, and it was going back to normal frequency. I thought, what's going on here? And then it stayed with the guy that was off frequency. So I said, this radio's broke, John. You've got me. It's drifting off frequency. But no, this actually, the FC button goes to the frequency that it's, if someone's off frequency, well, especially FM, well, I'm presuming it's going to do it on sideband. It goes to their frequencies, so you can receive what they're saying. So yeah, there's the auto tune button. Oh yeah, the AFC as well. I think it's when you're on satellites. Say the satellite has a Doppler effect, so the radio actually follows it. But I think this helps it jump to whatever is being transmitted at the time. Auto tune. Bottom one is the speech. So if you press it, so say you're a blind operator or physically impaired.
S314.725 megahertz FM.
So it tells you what mode, what frequency you're on, and the signal that you're receiving the station on. And obviously it's the lock button as well. So locks off now. Put the lock back on. Very hard to see here, but this button here, it's the RIC key. It's a clarifier. So you can press that, and that's the clarifier. Go across the top. This is the memory channel and your kilohertz. So if you press this, you can go on memory channels. Memory channels are here. So if you go back up here, a quick push, it goes back to kilohertz. Your passband tuning, which comes in more for your sideband, your split operation, A and B VFO, and VFO and memory mode. So that'll probably be, yeah, that's no, that's on the FM at the present moment in time, FM calling channel in the UK. But it can be on a repeater or whatever. So if you move the multifunction, it'll scan edge. Let's go back the other way. Yeah, here we go. So 2 meter call, M6 ADF, that's a local D-Star node, GB7MA. So yeah, it goes all the different repeaters, as you can see. So just put that on there. So that's that. So you've got your scan button, your tone button, and your memory pad. Whatever frequencies you put in, this is your quick memory pad, so I'll jump to it. And obviously your main VFO. And underneath here, you've got the typical thing from icom. You can slow your VFO down or speed it up by that particular switch here, which is typical for icom. So yeah, this is just a quick look at the front of the radio. I'm enjoying the radio. I've got into the functions. I have made a few mistakes. I think I've rung John up twice going, this is happening, that's happening. And he's going, no, it's this. The other there is the AFC, when it was moving frequency, I thought, hey, what's going on here? And I'll have to show you this in another video. When I'm on D-Star, John's give me a Pi Star hotspot. Like I said, I'll show you this on another video. It's just to the right of me. And if you go onto your computer, you can change reflectors. Pi Star actually does it for Fusion, and it does for D-Star. So obviously I'm using a D-Star machine. So what happened was, I turned the computer on, I went to the dashboard for Pi Star. I tried to connect to a D-Star reflector, reflector 1 Charlie, and it weren't having it. So I thought, hey, what's going wrong here? So anyhow, I ended up ringing John. He said, no, what's happening? Pi Star on the dashboard, you can see Fusion. I went, yeah. He said, can you see D-Star? I said, yeah. So he said, if someone's transmitting on the dashboard on Fusion, it's trying to find that Fusion signal, basically to receive. So if he had a handheld here on Fusion, I'd be able to receive the Fusion at that particular moment in time. And I was trying to connect to D-Star, and yeah, I was having problems. He said, no, what is? Wait till it cools down. You try connecting again, and it'll work. Anyhow, it did. And he said, no, it's the dashboard you've got. Someone's transmission on Fusion first, so it's stopping you going into D-Star reflector. I was trying to get on 1 Charlie. He said, once they've done the connection bit, if you press, because it's took over the control board, sorry, the dashboard. So he said it'll go to restart. Anyhow, it did. So that's the only two problems I've had. Very intuitive, this radio, exactly the same as the 7300. I think everybody, or 99.9% of people that bought a 7300 didn't bother with the manual. It's very intuitive. Like I said, you just go into it's there. It's picture perfect. Sorry for the pun. You just know scope. It says it. Audio, scope, everything. It's just there. So it's a very intuitive radio. And this is exactly the same. Like I said, the only difference on this is you've got two lots of menus and obviously the satellite button, which is here. So, and obviously the second menu. That's the only difference. Otherwise, it is the 7300. So if you've got a 7300, you'll have no problem with this to get to work your way around the thing. So anyhow, I'll pause the video for a second, and like I said, it's raining here, so we'll just have a quick look on the rear panel. But I'm enjoying this radio. I've not done much work on it, actual talking wise, but actually messing with it, I have enjoyed it. And like I said, I think I'm going to have a bash further down the trip. I'm going to have a bash down the satellite route, because it's the perfect radio for it. It is actually the perfect radio. Like I said, the only other one that was equivalent to this was the icom 9010H, and if people are doing satellite, this is the radio to have. So anyhow, pause the radio. I'll pause the video, and we'll have a look at the back of the radio. Right, we're looking at the back. Like I say, it's raining outside, so I've had to put this on the PC. The first connector here is for your 2 meter set. As you go across your 70 centimeters, 23 centimeters, just the normal connection with a triplexer. Your power outlet, your connection to the internet is the second one down, and the third one down is a 10 meg reference. So I think you can get onto 10 megs with that. I've not actually seen or heard anyone do it, but that's your 10 meg reference. I think people have been trying to put the GPS in there, but I don't think that works. I think there's some drifting issue when the radio first come out. Was trying to atomic clock, that was it. It was trying to connect to the atomic clock, but it doesn't work there. It's just a 10 meg reference. This is your accessory port. Next one along is your data jack. And this one's your USB port. So you want to. This radio's got a server built in it, so you can remote with it. So you're on your laptop, going to London, wherever, or you're in the USA. You're going to one of the Amfest. One's just up actually, isn't it? It's not Dayton, it's the other one. Anyway, you go into an Amfest and you can just remote into via your laptop or computer, and you can work the radio. So the next one's up is your data jack. The one at the bottom is for your CW key, and this is just for your extension speakers. I've only just got the one speaker, but I'll show you a trick with that later on. And this is obviously your ground input. So yeah, I've had to pinch this off. Let's just go down a bit. Let's open this up a bit. There's the information. If you want to pause, you can see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, blah blah blah. What's on the back of this radio? So yeah, I was going to show you from outside. I know I've got it set up myself. Just done a bit of bonding on it. Put a 31 ferrite core on the 12 volt supply, etc. The grounding strap or whatever. But yeah, it's raining outside, so I'm not going there. So just a little bit of information. Only a week in with it. I'm enjoying the radio. It's a new toy in it, so we enjoy everything that's new. And I've got some tips and tricks on this as well that I've sussed out. So yeah, that'll be in a later video, but there'll be more videos on it, and I just hope this is helps someone that's looking to get an icom 9700. Just a bit of information on it, and I'll have more information. Like I said, the more I get into it, the better these videos will be. I think the next one's going to be tips and tricks. I've already done one on the scope. I've actually changed the scope colours again. Yeah, there's no transmitting at the present moment in time, but I've just had a quick look. But yeah, I've changed the scope, so the filling, I put it black, but anyhow, it looks a bit better. So anyhow, another bumbling video again. Nothing scripted here. I just go off. I decided to do a video and I'll just go off on one. And like I said, I hope you like the video. I'll send 73s for now. GZO DTX.
Please like and subscribe.